Welcome to another session of Maths Fanatics 24/7. In this lesson, we're going to be revising grade 11 quadratic number pattern. Okay, perfect. I'm sure we all remember that the general formula for a quadratic number pattern is an squared plus bn plus c. Okay, it's like a parabola, basically. Ax squared plus bx plus c. Do we see it? But now it's a number pattern, so we're going to use n because we're talking about positions. Ne? Perfect. I just want us to do a small activity before we can start. Ne? Let's find term 1, term 2, term 3, and term 4 in terms of a, b, and c. Okay. So where there's n, I'm going to replace by 1, so that is term 1. Also, this side I have to do the same. So a, where there's n, I put 1 plus b1 plus c. This becomes a squared. 1 squared is 1. Then here I'm just having an a. B times 1 is just b. Then c, which means t1 is a plus b plus c. Similarly, term 2, I'm going to put 2 now where the n was. 2 plus c. This gives me 4 times a, which is 4a. Okay, this is 1a, this is 1b. Ne? Then here I have plus 2b plus c. Spend term 3 with the same method. A3 squared plus b3 plus c. This becomes 9a because 3 squared is 9 times a is 9a plus b times 3 is 3b plus c. Let's do the last term, term 4. We're going to have a4 squared plus b4 plus c. 4 squared is 16 times a, it's 16a. B times 4, it's 4a, 4b, then plus c. Okay, awesome. So now let's do this, ladies and gents. Let's say we have term 1, right? Then term 2, then term 3, then term 4. Chart these values, right? This is term 1, that's term 2, that's term 3, that's term 4. Now I want us to find the differences between these terms. Ne? Okay, so remember we say term 2 minus term 1, right? So this term minus that one. Let's see. So 4a minus a will give us 3a. Then 2b, right? 2b minus 1b gives us b, right? These c's are going to cancel. Okay, we come here, we do the same. Term 3, which is this one, minus term 2, which is this one, right? So it's going to be 9a minus 4a gives us 5a. 3b minus 2b gives us b. The c still cancels even here. Then now we're going to do t4 minus t3. So 16a minus 9a, 7a. 4b minus 3b, it's b. The c's are going to cancel. Okay. And then, now I want us to minus again then. So 5a minus 3a will give you 2a. Then this b will cancel that b. Perfect. Then 7a minus 5a gives you 2a. The b will cancel the b, right? Perfect. So ladies and gentlemen, this pattern here that we formed is very important. Ne? You should know that the second difference, D2, remember we said the second difference is D2, it's always going to be equivalent to 2a. Ne? Perfect. Then you should know that when you minus term 2 and term 1, you're going to get 3a plus b, basically. And then term 1 is what? Remember, term 1 is a plus b plus c, right? Okay, so let's consider the following questions, right? So they say consider -12, then another -12, -8, 0, 12, right? And then before I even read these questions, I'm interested in knowing what kind of a pattern it is. I start by subtracting all the time before I even read the questions, so that I can see which pattern is this. So -12 minus -12 gives me 0, right? -8 minus -12 gives me 4. 0 minus -8 gives me 8. And then this one gives me 12. Okay. And then here, 4 minus 0, it's 4. 8 minus 4, it's 4. 12 minus 8 is 4. Therefore, we can conclude that this is quadratic, right? Quadratic. Why? Because same second difference, difference. Awesome. And then remember we said the part at the bottom is 2a. So I know that the 4 is going to be equals to 2a. Then we said this part here, which is there, right? This one. It's always equals to 3a plus b. And then this is the first term, which is a plus b plus c. Now I can easily solve for my a, my b, and my c. So I have 2a equals to 4. And I'm going to divide by 2 both sides. Then a equals to 2. Right. So this part here, you used it. It's fine. Now you're going to use this part. So you get 3a plus b equals to the number there, which is 0, right? But you just solved for a there. So you have 3, where there's a, I substitute 2, because a is 2, plus b equals to 0. Therefore, 6 plus b equals to 0. Therefore, b equals to -6. And then this one here, we said it's a plus b plus c, right? But my a is 2. Okay, let me write the formula down first. A plus b plus c equals to -12. My a, I found it to be 2. My b, I found it to be -6, plus c equals to -12. Then c equals to -12 minus 2 plus 6, which is -8. Awesome. So now I have the formula of the nth term, right? So Tn equals to, where there's a, I'm going to put 2. So 2n squared. Where there's b, I'm going to put -6 minus 6n. Where there's c, I'm going to put -8 minus 8. Then the first question has been answered. Okay, so in this formula, right, there are two unknowns. This is the whole thing. The Tn is the value. And then the n is the position. Sharp. So there are two unknown, either the value or the position. So the following questions, you always ask yourself which one you are given, because they'll always give you one and ask you for the other. Does it make sense? Sharp. And then remember, a position, we see it with the, right? Fourth term, first term, second term. You get it? Those are basically positions. Perfect. So for example, here on B, they say the 45th term. So I have to ask myself, is this the value or the position? This is n, is the position, right? So basically on B, I'm looking for T45. So I'm going to come this side. So it's 2, where there's n, I open a bracket, squared minus 6, bracket minus 8. Then I'm going to put 45 where the n is, because the position is 45, right? Now let's quickly find the value of that. So we have 2 45 squared minus 6, and then 45 minus 8. This gives us 3. So this is equals to 3772. Then that's finito for B, right? Now let's go to C. Okay, C, I think it will need more space. Okay, it's fine there. So C, they gave me what? Is this the position or the value? This is the value, right? So I'm going to put it here on Tn. So I have 6, 8, 8 equals to 2n squared minus 6n minus 8. 0 equals to 2n squared minus 6n minus 696. Because this one, when it goes there, is going to be negative. So I'm going to have negative 688 minus 8. Let me just quickly confirm on a calculator if we find. So we have negative 8 minus 688. Negative 696. Yeah, we find. Okay. And then from here, I can do quadratic formula because that number is too big. So my A is going to be 2. My B is going to be negative 6. My C is going to be negative 696. Awesome. So now let's check on a calculator how much we get when you do quadratic formula. Okay, so N is going to be equals to negative B, which is negative 6, plus minus negative 6 squared minus 4. My A is 2. My C is negative 696 all over 2A. Perfect. Let's see what does this give us on the calculator. So I have this. We have negative 6. I'll start with a plus. Square root of negative 6 squared minus 4A C all over 2A. Ne? So the first answer is what? It's N equals to 20.21, which is approximately 20, right? Or N equals to, let's see the other one. So I'm going to put the minus here now. Which becomes negative 17.21. But remember, we don't need a negative, so you're going to say not equals to, yeah? Because N is a positive natural number. Perfect. So now let's do the last question. Let's do the last question in this activity. So the last question is asking us if this value will be part of the pattern. So the idea is we're still going to do the same thing we did for C, but we need to get a whole number if it's a part of the pattern. N squared minus 6n minus 8. Okay. So I'm going to have 0 equals to 2n squared minus 6n, right? Minus, so minus 8 minus that is minus 1758, right? Perfect. And then we're going to punch this in a quadratic formula, which is n equals to negative 6, which is negative b, plus minus negative b squared minus 4. My a is 2, my c is negative 1, negative 1758. And then all over 2a. My a is what? Is 2. Perfect. Now let's punch this in a calculator and see the value of n that we get. Sharp. Let's check. There's our calculator. Let's see. Okay. Awesome. So I'll just edit this one because the only thing that changed I see is basically our C, right? So it's negative 1758 all over that. Okay, sharp. Let's see with a minus. It says syntax error. Let's see why. What did I do? Oh yeah, this bracket here is not important. I have to clear it. So I can say delete sharp. So I'm getting negative 2 8.19. Okay, the other one. Let's check the other one. Okay. Which is 31.19. Therefore, since it does not give you a perfect whole number or natural number, it is not part of the pattern. Then your reason is n elements natural numbers, but here you got a decimal that is rational, so it's not a natural number. So you are going to say it is not part of the pattern. And yeah, that's it, ladies and gentlemen, about this lesson. Thank you very much. We're gonna meet again in our Maths Fanatics sessions. Thank you.